Hi, welcome to episode 13 of my beginner's playthrough. Between the last episode and this one, I finally managed to unlock the Bone Golem, so he's going to be our featured unit of the day. He's built out of skulls and bones, nothing too special, and he's your favorite frontline machine out of hell. I'm going to go quite quickly over his skills. I'm going to make a more detailed unit review video in the future, but let's go quickly over it. The first skill does more damage in relation to the enemy's missing vigor. Second skill is reducing the enemy's attack in relation to the missing vigor of the Bone Golem. There we have some self-heal skill, just flat out healing a percentage of the vigor. We're having a skill which distributes block and wards for the allies, and a self-destruction skill which does a lot of which deals damage equal to the missing HP of the golem, and last but not least a attack which has a chance to stun enemies. And the key feature of this unit is that he has a lot of skills which cost himself vigor. I think this is to compensate the insanely powerful skills he has. Like, this is a skill which has a 50% chance to stun every target in the enemy formation. That's quite bonkers. I'm going to upgrade a few things here, and I'm going to introduce the unit during this video. So I'm going to go for the block and ward setup here because I do like that a little bit more, and I'm going for a more damage oriented build here. So this is more Orion's. Well, we're going to take that one. Okay, so as you might have already noticed, most of his stats are all revolving around. Why does he have dread? It's interesting. For some odd reason, this unit has a dread value, even though it has no means of dealing stress damage. Okay, but what I wanted to say is most of this unit's power comes from the insane amount of HP and tankiness the unit has to offer. As you can see here, accuracy is on a very low base value, so definitely something I consider a weakness there. But it is your a go-to unit for physical damage or damage-oriented combos. Not so much a big hit for stress combos, but as always, stress-based combos can use a frontliner also pretty well, because this guy has to offer a lot of interesting defensive choices, even for his allies, and can go for stunning, and thus is able to go for a lot of different roles as well. We're going to explore that during this video. So next fight, we have a lot of people who are susceptible to stress damage, but we also have that nasty gargoyle between the enemies. So these guys really need to take their rest. To put down a few people more into the arena here. I'll just see who I'll take with me. So for the next fight, I definitely want to have at least one of the golems with me. With those guys, Berserker, Pickpocket, and Elven fella. Well, we're going to go for some good old-fashioned damage combo. Why not? I don't have too many people available right now, so probably gonna go for a zombie on the second slot. Do I have a Lost Soul available? Well, Lost Soul is already pretty roughed up. Okay. So we're going to go for a Bride on this slot, and well, last slot, let's go for the Buff Lich. Alright. He's using the Dominate Undead, but nothing like that. Alright, nice. So let's go for that. This is some, well, I don't really call this a formation, but more like an idea. I really like by now using the Lich as a supporter. With the Dominate Undead skill, he can increase the stats of single units quite heavily. Wow, that's what I call a nasty Alpha Strike. So Let's return the favor, shall we? I'm going to use the Bone Spear to get rid of the wards here, and let's drop down some Splinter Hell on these guys and see that we can do not a single stun on them. That's quite sad. Alright, Rose for a lady. A crit to everybody. And, so... Oh, I upgraded him to to be a stress damage dealer. Oh well. Not that horrible. So, let's go for a Whistling Buckshot here. Damage for everybody. So, it seems like the Elven Ranger is the first guy going down here. I'll use the Dominate Undead on the Bone Golem next. So, Golem gets a mark. Not so cool. What does it do? Ignore block, ward, armor, and resistance. Highly increased chances to be attacked. Okay, that's not really horrible here. So let's check what I can do. Let's use the Fate, shall we? I mean... Guaranteed stuns on crit are a very, very nice feature on her attack. So that's how you stun, obviously. Obviously, my units didn't understand how that works. What a pity. So yeah, let's use the Shard Swarm, and what a wasted stun. But at least the Elite Ranger is gone. I appreciate the elimination of the elite unit first. That's pretty good. So, well, I want to get rid of the Barbarian next, so let's ignite it. Stands Petrify, so he redirects a lot of his stuff to himself, and the stands can't be cancelled. Okay. Whatever, I'm just using the Whistling Buckshot here. No need to target anybody directly if you just attack everybody. It just works out fine. Can you please stop stunning my people? You're friggin' annoying me. So, let's drop down a Shard Swarm here and miss completely. Alright, so looks like the zombie is trying to go down as quick as possible. Why does she have so much armor to absorb that? Okay. I'll remember that. Okay, so I'll just use my golem to drop down some warding skills here. Alright. Finally, my other units are allowed to act again, so that's wonderful, isn't it? Okay, I need to get rid of the Barbarian here as quick as possible, because she's definitely already low enough to be susceptible now. Okay. So I'll go for another of those, considering how vulnerable she is to magical damage. So, burn, burn, bye-bye. And now we have... Oh yeah, let's go for a Rupture and reduce the attack of the Gargoyle. Let's see how good that'll work. Ooh, nasty. Okay, that's seriously not bad. But sadly, it'll only hold for one turn. So this guy is now on in his stance to direct everything on himself. So let's strip down the ward and oh well. Use some Dominate Undead on this fella here. Meh. Well, it's Act 3. People units get destroyed in this act. It's just how it works at this point. So I'm going to use the fact that the Golem is already pretty roughed up, and I'm going to reanimate somebody here. There we go. Ah, come on. Why do they crit so much? It's not like he has an insanely high chance to crit. That's seriously unlucky. It's just extremely unlucky if things like that happen so much. But, well, sometimes luck is just against you. You see? So let's use the cannon fodder skill to heal up our buddies here. Because I really don't want to lose more units here. I just need to destroy this little fella here, and then everything should be fine. Alright. Let's create some more undead. I'm really sad that I lost the zombie too. I was hoping to at least keep the zombie, you know, by sacrificing the skelly here. But, well, those gargoyles do some sick damage. I never really realized that, but honestly, that's a lot of damage. Okay. So, I'm not willing to use the cannon fodder just yet, because wow! 3 times Cannibal Jaw. I see what happened there. Because right now, the Lich definitely, these guys definitely survive the next attack of this fella here. So, yeah, let's use another cannon fodder here, and shard swarm that guy down next. So, there we go. Very, very unfortunate crits for me, but well, it's always hard for me to just accept that, but I'm working on myself. I just work on myself to accept unfavorable things like that. Okay. So let's check out what kind of artifacts I have. So Vagrant's Rags, increasing the, well, more armor for my minions. That definitely sounds like something I want to have. So here I have the heart attack increase. Enemies can't escape or become inspired. Interesting. Each round Iratus gains Ra. Okay. That sounds quite nice. I should change that. Okay. So here we have 10 Vigor, Initiative, Spell Power. Well, I'll take the Vigor for now. Whenever enemies move... well, let's take the flat-out damage increase there. So, yeah, sadly I have to bench the Bone Golem once. I mean, there's not really much to explain about this unit furthermore. I mean, I think you already saw the potential and the capabilities of this unit. I really do like this guy because of his self-destruction feature as well, which makes it really a good last move if you are able to blow him up before the enemies can take him. It's also a very nice risk or reward move, so I appreciate that one. So a Burning Skull, really nice. Alright, so I have a similar situation as the one before, just with a bard in it. This is one of those fights where I definitely want to go for a stress-based combo, which is also able to burn down the gargoyle there. So I'm going to use this because I want to learn the Blood Curse next. This forces an enemy which is going to flee into being a vampire. So I really didn't know that the spell was around. I sadly noticed that a little bit too late, so I'm not having vampires yet. But we're going to get there, promise. So the Blood Phantasm is not really good at ignoring armor at all, or focusing down singular targets. No. His only quality would be the healing of the whole formation, but that is really good, given the fact that I'm facing a gargoyle. They spread AoE attacks a lot. So I'm going to go for a formation like this. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay. Wait a sec, this guy has 30 stat points? Oh man, I must have forgotten to distribute those stat points back then. Okay. Never mind. So I have a buff stripping skill on this mummy. I don't want that. I want the debuff stripping mummy there, because I already have the Banshee, which is able to do that. This guy is my option to remove marks and stuff like that from my teammates. So since this guy is not having the Shard Swarm version, which is also hurting his allies, I'm not going to give him the Burning Skull. I mean, it's quite tempting to upgrade Rain of Fire like that, but I'm not convinced that it's the most effective choice here to go. So there we go. That's the reason why I brought the Blood Phantasm. Yeah, that's quite wonderful already. So many nasty effects raining down on my team. So I'm going to drop down a Corrosive Cloud on the Bard immediately, and I'm going to use the ult of the Mummy here right away on the Bard, just to smack down a lot of stress damage right away. Alright. So I'm going to drop down the Chilling Whale next, because I don't want to displace the Bard right now. Don't want to move her out of the cloud there. It's pretty undesirable for me, so please don't scream again. Okay, wonderful. So we have a debuff on the Mummy. That's foolish. Don't debuff the Mummy, mate. Alright. So I'm going to go for the Rage Injection right away. So now we have the ability to buff our team and heal our team whenever we get damage. And let's rain down some more of those clouds. And drop down some Sorrow. And now I'm going for the targeted Scream on her. There we go. Already fleeing. Nice. So this way I'm negating a lot of the damage we're getting, and the Rage Injection also buffs up my teammates' damage output. It's a win-win situation for all of us, and I do like it. So I don't need to stress out the Bard anymore. She's going to flee anyways, so that's great. The Gargoyle here is standing in the Corrosive Cloud and thus taking losing all the armor and resistance. That's really good. And she actually passed out due to a heart attack there. Can't say that I'm unhappy about that. Alright, so next up is destroying that Gargoyle, but due to the Caustic Cloud there, I'm also able to wound him with the spells there. I really do like the skill of the Lich for that. And at the same time, the Blood Phantasm protects my team from all this nasty AoE raining down on us. So, there we go. Let's curse that fellow one more time. Okay. So now I just have to accept that a few parts of my formation are just utterly useless now. But, well, can't change that. So, next step is putting down another Corrosive Cloud. And, henceforth, I'm going to send my Mummy into the into the back row here, and he's going to use his physical attack skill now. There we go. And this way we're going to destroy this guy quite quickly. Okay. Well, sadly the Banshee doesn't have anything valuable to contribute anymore into this fight, but I really am very, very happy with this win there. So, another achievement, I guess. Yeah, we killed a few people there. My first 100 enemies in Act 3. In case you wondered and don't understand the German gibberish up there. So, let's bench those fellas. Oh, I left the slot open in the arena. Dang it. Just, I feel like the game should warn you. Hey man, you have open slots in your arena. Are you sure? That would help so much. Okay. But I'm making really good progress at this point. So what to upgrade next? The Abode of Wrath? No, I want to have that thing with more mana, but oh, dang it. I'll need the Vampire, and I don't have that yet. That's a unit I don't have either. Oh, we can upgrade the Dead Lake though. I just want to keep the souls I have used, because it's just a waste not to build stuff here. There we go. One more level for the Lake of Dead. The Abode of Wrath will need more souls than I have right now, so let's keep that for the next one. Alright, next fight is a very, very susceptible combo for stress. So I think we're going to stick with that strategy. Oh, I now have the Morbid Howl on the Banshee. Wonderful. So I think I'm going to go for the good old classy way of killing people. And that be... Do I still have a Wraith? Ah, there we go. Oh, my poor Wraith is still in training, I see. So I'm not going to use the Wraith here. Instead... Oh, the stress zombie got killed. Well, let's use the mummy. Mummies are also pretty nice. This is the version of the Dark Knight triggering on buffs on the enemies, so we're going to use the Lost Soul as well. And yeah, let's stick with that. Alright, I have the Psychotic Stream upgraded. I need this one here. Going to use that one. Let's check out the stat increases. Does anybody have too many stat points open? No. Okay, so I'm going to go for the version with the scaling, with a heavier scaling on armor and magic resistance, because I like that more. Alright, so let's hope I didn't overestimate myself horribly here on that fight, because Act 3 is pretty nasty. Let this slaughter commence. So as we can see here, my good old Dark Knight is already tanking a lot here. And aimed shot. On their next action, the scout deals 200% to the minions standing at target position. Oh dear. So we want to interrupt her from that quite badly. So let's do that. I'll just use my skills here. I just hope I don't shoot myself in the foot here, but no. Okay, so let's go for the dashed hopes. One good thing is these guys are actually buffing themselves quite some. Okay, so I have the absorb power one. Okay, I didn't want that actually, but whatever. So we're going to go for the powerful horror. Okay. So let's go for the Desolate Scream and shuffle her away, and that removes her stance right away. Because that stance is way too spooky for my taste. So let's go for another round with Slake with Darkness, and oops, no, Not sudden reality. It's not time for that yet. Psychotic stream. There we go. Just like that, buffs can be a problem of yours. So let's go for... Oh well, let's curse that barbarian. There we go. I'll just stick with the dashed hopes here. And drop down a little crescendo on them, because it always feels nice to reduce the stats of your enemies. That girl certainly has some desire of destroying my Banshee. Alright, so... since the Psychotic Swarm didn't do too much yet, I'm going to continue the onslaught. Alright, the Barbarian already went down. I'm going to destroy the Bard next if I can. There we go. People are turning insane little by little. Let's see if I can do some stuns. The answer is yes. Wonderful. It's really working out fine here. Alright. Let's go for some sudden reality. And buff up my teammates with that. Give that girl the nasty finger. And I think it's about time to just finish them off. Yeah, rogues in this stance are quite hard to hit. I mean, he's having a 67% to dodge everything. That's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. But, well, we're going to get him at some point anyways. There we go. Not dead yet, eh? There we go. Fine, nice hard attack. Okay. No brains again, though. That's a little bit sad. Okay. So, let's bench the Banshee. And these other guys are training quite nicely. So, there's an ancient coffin up ahead. Oh, honestly, I'm going to... we're going to take that. It's going to be nasty, but I don't care. So, Salamander Skin. Oh, I do like that. This is so good. 30 magic damage whenever they attack that minion. This is one of the most nasty things you can install on any sort of tank, which is able to drive people, mark himself to attack people, to make people attack him more. So, how many brains do I have? So, I'm going to do a little skeleton here. Okay. Because it's just too good, you know? Let's give that guy the Salamander Skin. And, is there anything else we can take there? Serpent Skull, that's just, not useful at all. Armored Plates. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds good. So, I'll go for the Dismissive Banger, the Mystic Fortitude. Let's go for Endless Mediocrity here. I'll go for the Armor and Gnora, and more attacks on buffs. Wonderful. So, this guy's main job is to withstand a lot of blows and get attacked a lot. And he's going to use that in physical damage formations. So up ahead, we're going to face a combo which is very vulnerable against stress damage. So I'm going to utilize that with a Lich. I think that's quite a good one to take in that combo. Let's do that. Alright, so I guess we should be fine here. Well, no. There's one thing I do want to have. And that's a little bit more direct buff stripping, so... Oh, I have the absorb power. Never mind. Okay. On the last slot, I don't want that lost soul this time. I want somebody else. Why not a bride? Oh, because the brides got killed. I see. So these guys are all pretty new to the business. Yeah, let's create another bride. So do I have any good parts for her? We do have some epic flesh at least. Okay. Epic flesh for a bride of Iratus. That sure sounds a little bit I'll leave that to your own fantasy here. Okay, stun on crit, extra damage on the burn, adore him with an extra, and get away from him here, and a little bit more emphasis on the dread damage, and let's go heavily into the EV, and I'll just give her a serpent thingy there. Okay, let's go. This is again the Dark Knight, which goes for buffs. Okay, that's good. All right. So we're having a shield maid here. This is one. Well, it's a tank, okay? Shield maidens are just tanks. We can't. You don't need to put it into different words. It's just what they do. All right. Let's push her out of her stance there because nobody wants that, and I'll directly focus that swordsman because these guys are pretty much the worst thing that'll happen to us here. So. Go for the corrosive cloud right away, just to make sure that this guy won't have a long time annoying us here. Let's go for more single target damage on him. So the shield maiden starts protecting the crossbow fella. I don't care. He's starting to rack up buffs like crazy. It's making me pretty nervous already. So let's well, so how many people will get their turn before this guy gets another turn? Ah, well, we're going to try to kill him before he acts again. Because honestly, it's not that impossible to kill him before he can act again, so... There we go. Increases maximum sanity by 50. Decreases all received stress damage for self and allies by 10%. Yeah, okay. So that's a little bit annoying, but you're not going to survive better due to that. All right. So moving is actually really bad for them due to the nasty clouds lying around everywhere. So let's keep poking here. All right. I'll just continue creating those nasty clouds here. Considering how well everything here works. Let's shove them a little bit around more. No? Okay, whatever. So, I want to get rid of that shield maiden as soon as possible because She's reducing the amount of damage everybody is getting. I don't like that. Alright, so let's see if we can freak out the scout there. Ah, wonderful. So, last man standing. Well, that's that. So, this is the end of this of today's episode. I'm going to cut it here because we have made some really nice progress here. The next elite squad up ahead is something I want to prepare more carefully around. So feel free to drop me a comment down below. I would deeply appreciate anything to hear from you guys. I would also be very happy if you would help this video by supporting it with a like or a share with your friends, or even a subscription to my channel. Do whatever feels good for you. I don't mind if you don't do anything of the things I suggested right there. I just hope you had enough fun to come for the next episode as well. And until then, see you guys next time. Bye bye.